Hey, we are live in Byhalia, Mississippi. My good friend Mark Lambert. We have got a smorgasbord of things in front of you. We're going to talk about what we did. We've already had some good vittles here.
Woo!
Already. And talk about, what is that?
It's a little Laos and some sriracha.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So,
it's like some buñuelo dip.
Oh, goodness. So, let's see nobody's chimed in with us yet. Let's go and share and all that kind of stuff.
Here you go, Jim. Try this. Try your buñuelo in that.
Oh, somebody's in here.
Ooh, that reminds you of G-Man sauce right there. It has a not completely, but it reminds you of it.
G-Man going on,
doesn't it?
All right.
You in that corner looks like my.
I know it reminds you.
Jenny says I need a to-go box, German. Yenny says she needs a to-go box.
We don't have a to-go boxes here.
No to-go boxes.
We don't have.
No to-go box. Shane Lynn, good evening.
Shane
Good
Lynn.
evening, sir. How you?
Shane Lynn, I need some mushroom powder at the squirrel cook-off.
Yeah. Casey Clemens, how you doing, sir? Well, as you can see in the description, what we're doing tonight is some Pastrami Bacon BLTs. And Mark's going to explain what he has done to this. Is it beef belly?
It is beef navel plate, which is belly.
Beef navel plate.
Which is essentially beef belly. But it's the fattiest part of the beef belly.
G-Man, Jenny says, we don't have a bed for you then.
Uh-oh.
Sleep in the camp and motor home.
No, I don't have that motor home in the house.
Oh.
So if you guys haven't had navel plate, it's pretty special. It's one of them things, they serve it. That's one of the main things that they make pastrami out of at Cat's Deli.
Yes.
Is the navel plate.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot of fat, as you can tell. This has been cooked again, but it's cured, and we do it with a pastrami cure.
Yeah.
So it's got all the pastrami spices on it. So it's a wet cure, and then it comes out, and then it dries out, and then it goes in the smoke, and we smoked it till there was they were probably 200 degrees internal.
Daniel Rodriguez says, seen you in a podcast last week with the People's Pitmaster, Wes Phillips. Great content. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching that. We're going to talk a little bit about that.
Yep. I haven't seen that one yet.
Wes Phillips reached out to me after the show last Thursday, asked me if I could be on his podcast, and great conversation. It won't be the last time we talk. And
I'm going to do Roman mustard. Don't worry. You don't do mayonnaise, do you?
Just leave mine naked.
Huh? You want mustard
Just
or
leave
no?
mine naked. I thought you didn't have no.
I don't have Kelly's, but I got some other good mustard.
Yeah, a little mustard.
Yeah.
No mayonnaise.
So here's Greg, 2 G's, no cheese. But thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure to follow the People's Pitmaster on YouTube, and he has a podcast called the Smoke Rings Syndicate. So, man, it was good sitting down talking with Wes. We had a good time. Talked about how old school started. Talked about Faith and Fires, of course, and
Pardon me. Would you have any grape?
Grey Poupon. Yeah. So kind of showing what we're doing here. I've been on with him. He's a great guy. I go by Dino Dan. Dino Dan Smoking. Okay. I thought Mark would be in Orlando for B&B.
It won't be long. Monday.
You know, when you catch them big birds with motors on them, it don't take very long.
Takes an hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. If you were driving, it'd be 16 hours. Gary said he's working on chicken for Corinth this weekend. So good luck to everybody competing this weekend. Yeah, ain't we all? He says. So,
you think chicken and ribs?
Be a good practice.
Chicken wings?
Anything chicken.
you could do chicken wings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of chicken wings, congratulations to our good friend Daniel Haley.
On yet another.
Yet another first place with these peanut butter wings.
Yeah.
But he won it in Ashland, got his golden ticket. Great contest over there.
All right.
Beautiful weather. And our good reps from Susan and Jim Hudgens. They did a good job over there. Yeah, like we just said, Mark is leaving Monday to go to Orlando to the Ace Hardware Fall Show. Is that correct?
Yep. They got 2 a year.
Yeah.
Usually one in Vegas and usually one in
Orlando. And how hot is it in Central Florida right now?
I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's going to be that hot. I think it'll.
I would say it probably could be, like usually is, but had a hurricane just come through that way.
Wait till next week. It'll change.
Oh, sure.
I was going to say there's another one brewing, isn't there?
That's what I'm talking
Really?
about. Like Lee is,
I
yeah.
think Lee's gonna hit like New England.
But they ought to get some. They ought to get some.
One behind
some
Lee.
wind.
Another one that's before me.
Yeah.
There's another one out there. It
Dang.
does take a couple of weeks.
It's
So
going
maybe
back.
we can have something.
Yeah.
It's one that's one.
Those wings were awesome. Yeah. Daniel knows how to do those peanut butter wings for sure. They were on point. So we're putting together here a BLT. Big Jim doesn't like mayonnaise, so we got a little grape. Oh, we got some extra hot mustard.
Yeah, this is low in Seth. This is the good hot German mustard.
Yeah.
This is the next best thing to Kelly's. I'm here to tell you.
That's gonna bring the heat.
But
right
this is
there.
a totally different style. This is hot mustard, and Kelly's is more sweet deli
stone,
mustard.
yeah.
Ground.
Yeah.
And it's got more texture. You're right.
So shredded lettuce, good tomatoes. We got all that. This is the four makings of a good BLT right here.
Yep.
I
You like shredded? Do you like whole leaf or shredded lettuce better, and why?
kind of like whole leaf lettuce because it stays on the sandwich better.
But I do like iceberg on my sandwiches.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whole leaves of iceberg.
Yeah.
What you need? I'm gonna see what they got up in here. Oh yeah, we gotta have a little
White lightning,
baby.
baby. No mayo on it. Hog addiction. That's Marcio. No mayo on BLT. Agree with Jim.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's to each their own.
I eat the mayonnaise.
Hey, I ain't faulting you.
Them big old tomatoes look good, bro.
Them come from the piggly hoggly woggly.
The Piggly Wiggly Hoggly Woggly.
From the pig.
Yeah.
They're pretty good
So,
looking tomatoes.
Well, I was almost mad the other day. I come through there, and I thought they had taken the Piggly Wiggly sign down. I was about to go in there and
Give them the what for?
yeah.
Y'all look at that. Ooh,
That's a Sammy.
that's a Mondo Sammy.
Let's take a picture of that.
Cut it straight on.
And then this right here, y'all, like sitting right up in here, is some jalapeno cane sausage from from Jason White.
Hey, you talking about good, son?
Good as sausages it comes, and then over here the G-Man special, the Buñuelo.
Benuelos. And
There were no survivors on the other.
yeah. I could tell you about the other ones we
They just
did,
make you mad,
but
wouldn't
it'd make you mad. It really would. It really would make you mad. So you're going to Orlando. You're coming back doing a turnaround. Oh my gosh, I got to take another picture. We're doing a turnaround. Mark, you're going to the land of Arkansas for the World Championship Squirrel Cook-Off.
Correct.
Up there in Springdale,
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
At the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission headquarters.
Yeah. And so that's what's going on there. G-Man, you got my camera look.
Cattywampus.
Yeah, it looks like I was
Maynard?
Right there. I got
it
it.
looks like my camera had been
Okay.
out drinking
We'll
all
give it
night.
to G-Man.
Right there is fine.
Yeah, I think we're all right. We're a little bit
Too
better.
late today.
Well,
especially after a bunch of crawfish.
yeah.
Crawfish and
Had some
crab
little
balls.
crawfish tails fried up in here, and had some crab meat balls. It was good. All right, let's see what we got here, buddy.
See what's going on. What we got going on here? That right there.
You know what I said about something need to cut that bacon? It's rich.
Yep.
That tomato did it.
That's why I said the acid in that tomato.
Oh man.
That's good, boy.
Mm.
That was a fat boy dance right there. I
Man.
mean,
Made me want to do a slide.
that right there is nice.
Oh. Yenny? Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Man, blue.
doing a quick turnaround, going to the squirrel. You're attempting to cook the world's largest rabbit fricassee.
Yep.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Will there be people from the Guinness Book of World Records there?
Got it.
Okay. Doubt that.
Will it change our plans? No, sir.
No. Just because nobody be there don't mean they're not
What are you
going
gonna
to do it.
cook it in?
What are you cooking it in?
Big old pot. Big pot.
Big pot. That pot back in there?
Yep.
You're taking that pot with you?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be a Mexican thing next year, and get the Guinness Book down there. Do it in one of them extra large paella pans, and do something that ain't ever been done that size.
Like the biggest jambalaya or something.
Yeah,
That's probably the biggest paella that's ever been made. One of them.
probably.
Just had never checked it out.
Right.
I looked down. I thought it was a finger liquor, but it was buck.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good, brother.
Do.
All right, so going to the squirrel cook-off. Then you're going to spend a couple days with your mom and dad.
Yep.
And then you're heading off to Kansas City.
Yep.
And man, it's time for the Royal.
And it's time for the roll.
Tell me about somebody that's never been to the American Royal. Tell me about what it's like. I mean, we've all been to Memphis in May, but tell me, I've never been to the Royal. So
Currently, it's held in the infield of the Kansas Speedway.
yes,
So when you pull in, there's one way in. It's through the tunnel. Going in the, I don't know which direction it is, but it feels like you're coming kind of from the north. But I don't know for sure.
yeah,
When you come in there, there's one way in, one way out. And we're on the far end. We're on the end right where you come in. So
okay,
we're in what used to be the Operation Barbecue Relief area.
yeah,
I think they call it Ultimate Tailgate now or something like that. But Craig Carter puts on a big party, and he raises money for OBR as part of the party. He does a Friday night party, and Thursday night we all put on. I think there's 6 of us cooking 6 whole hogs, and we're going to cook a whole hog, each of us, and we're going to dress it up, and we're doing. It's not a sanctioned kind of deal, so there's not any rules we have to follow. We can do whatever we want. So we'll have fun with it. We'll cook hogs in different ways, or different flavors, and we do a presentation for the crowd, and there's a band and a big party, and lots of good food. And we'll cook a couple extra different things along the way.
SCA contest that night. Right?
SCA on Thursday night that we
Yeah.
have there is also as a fundraiser.
Mhm.
They generally have 50, 60 teams.
Yeah.
And it's a real quick deal when the hogs are kind of getting prepped and going on. And then, of course, Friday night after the party, everyone's kind of prepping for the invitational. And you got to win a grand championship in a state championship. You have to win a grand champion honor in a state championship contest
Okay.
in order to be picked to cook the invitational.
All right.
Or, win something like Memphis and May or Houston and they'll give you an invite. But
Can you be a previous winner?
you can be a previous winner. Yep.
So you qualify because you're a previous
No,
winner?
they went just for the year before though.
Oh, okay.
Well, if
You have
won
to be the previous.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
Okay.
the invitation will go down, and it's a KCBS contest. It's not sanctioned. They don't sanction
Okay.
it because they can't get that many judges to have 100% certified judges.
Like Jack.
So it's not sanctioned. So, but it is still KCBS rules on the invitational. And then they have some extra ancillary contests. They'll have turkey, they'll have potato, they'll have dessert, they'll have vegetable, they'll have sausage. So there's a lot of other little ancillary contests that kind of go along with it. And then they'll do the next day, they'll do the open. And the open competition, anybody can cook.
Okay.
Saturday
On Sunday.
on Sunday.
And then after the turn in on Sunday, it usually around 6:30, somewhere in there, they'll have awards and they'll announce both days. They have a kids cook off too, where the kids do a pork chop.
Yeah.
They announce Hall of Fame inductees.
Yeah.
The kids Q winners, invitational, open, all that good stuff. They have a really, really good fireworks show on Friday night too.
Okay.
So it's a great time if you've never been.
I've seen the awards live, and you can kind of get a good, live stream, but you can kind of get a good idea. But I mean, we're talking about one of the biggest barbecue contests in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, in the world, right there in Kansas City. And
Jim,
they
there's
pull
another
it
hat.
with mustard
Got
on it.
mustard on it.
I went for my pressure relief valve. We might need to mute them.
I got you.
Say when.
Yeah, it's like hitting the red button.
Yeah.
Rodney Jones, what's up, man?
Hot rod.
Hot Rodney Jones.
I'll get to see him tomorrow. We're gonna have supper.
Yeah.
Where y'all gonna go?
I don't know. I told her to let Christy girl pick wherever she wanted to go.
Yeah.
You gonna go to Abe's and get you a biscuit in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't say why not. Nice cool evening. Gonna get cooler, but it's about 70 degrees outside right now.
Gorgeous. Been gorgeous all
Wow.
day.
Man,
we had
that
a pretty-
breeze that come through there this afternoon. Oh,
Yeah, it was nice,
Kinda
man.
nice.
It was real nice. It's getting into that weather we like.
That black pot weather.
That black
Yeah.
pot weather, and it's not going to be long. And speaking of black pots, miniature black pots, we're going to work on bringing back mini pot. We're going to work on that in October.
Yep.
So the first week of October, be looking for scheduling on that. We're going to try to bring that back.
Yep.
To Thursday nights. Probably let's get the American Royal back over with and get Mark back in town, and we'll see if it needs to be the first or second week of October.
What's the category?
The category is gumbo.
Gumbo. So
Ain't that something?
I might have to show up for
you might
that.
ante up on that one, huh? You might ante up on that one, huh?
Chris Creek says, love black pot weather. I was like, me too. Mark and I were talking about what to cook on the show, and we're like, man, it's getting about black pot weather. We'll stir up some gumbo, jambalaya, dirty rice, whatever, carne asada, chili, chicken and dumplings. So it's about to go down. End of September, October, November are probably some of my favorite times of the year, for sure.
We snacked too much.
Sea
before this.
brisket, yeah, for sure. We did. There was a pile of food, but Mark pulled out all these goodies and had jalapeno maple cane syrup and jalapeno cane syrup and a sausage and then benuelos and
We had butter sausage.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Get it out of my face.
Sea brisket says it's 50 up here in New Hampshire.
I
right
believe
now.
that.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's Rick, isn't it?
That's Rick.
I didn't know his. I forgot about his YouTube handle there.
Hey, you need to send us some of them good split top buns they got up
He knows
there.
where they're at. He brings them every time he comes down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
They're the best.
So I'm getting.
Rick, this is we took some Lyles and mixed that with some homemade sriracha that me and Weston made out of serranos out of the garden, and it's about the next best thing to some G-Man sauce right there. It's good.
It would have been Willow dipped in it.
Yeah.
I told y'all last week about this shirt that I was wearing, and it was the one with the pig and cow and all this different food. This was another one I got from them. This is called Service Star, and the proceeds y'all go to 7 Strong brand, and some proceeds from this shirt sale go to the Gary Sinise Foundation. So make sure y'all go check them out. 7 Strong brand.
I'll let you talk about the shirt. Don't say peanut butter.
Well,
We get into another peanut butter debate.
well, I hadn't asked Mark, and I need to ask Mark. Mark, we had a little conversation last week about PB and J's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it started out and said, so the first question I asked was strawberry or grape.
I don't care. I like them both.
All right, so he said both.
Both.
Look, not the same
preferably
time, but
really even raspberry.
okay, raspberry.
Or
You threw
blackberry.
Raspberry, blackberry even. Like
you threw out a homemade, or are you talking about a homemade jelly or?
Man, I didn't know Smucker's it was in the universe until like I moved from out of home. 'Cause
Yeah, you had a lot of homemade
my
jelly.
grandma and my mama always made jelly.
But
Yeah,
if you're at the IHOP, they got the strawberry grape mixed fruit. Which one you grab?
There wasn't no such thing as IHOP where I grew up.
Huh?
I never even
I'm
heard
talking
of
about
one.
now.
Oh yeah.
Which one you grabbing?
If I'm grabbing one, it's that mixed berry.
The mixed.
the mixed berry.
The mix is one I'm getting.
Yeah, like if I'm at Cracker Barrel and those biscuits, I'm getting strawberry jelly. I'm big strawberry.
I'm going straight up for the honey on those biscuits.
On biscuits.
Yeah.
Jenny says strawberry jelly also. Okay, so the next question we got into was do you toast your bread?
Nope.
It's white, fresh white bread.
It is squishy as you can get it.
And stick to the top of your
Like
mouth.
so squishy you can't even spread the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Like you start tearing the bread.
You start
spearing
tearing the
peanut butter.
bread, exactly.
That's what's good.
Yeah, that's a good peanut butter and jelly right there on some fresh white bread.
Next question.
Copyright.
was crunchy or smooth?
Oh, crunchy or
smooth?
smooth? Smooth. Gotta go smooth on the PB and jelly.
I'm smooth all
Smooth
day.
all day. Yeah. And do you have a preferred brand?
I grew up Peter Pan.
You grew up Peter Pan.
That's what my dad still eats it.
Your dad. Still
Well, my
eats
dad
it?
eats what's on sale now.
Yeah.
He'll eat it's whatever's on sale now. But my mom bought Peter Pan for my dad.
Yeah.
So he'll eat what's on sale now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
My daddy used to buy the gallon-sized Peter Pans at Sam's Club.
Yeah.
God.
Them big old
It's in a
tubs.
can.
Yes.
How do you get the bottom of it?
Oh,
Oh, you get it on your arm.
finger down
You got peanut butter around your line.
Well, Jeff put theirs in like a number 10 can with a plastic lid on it.
Yep.
Usually,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yep.
So here's the next question.
All right, go ahead.
What is your beverage of choice along with it?
Milk.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Milk. Cold.
Yeah,
Cold as you
cold,
can get.
cold,
Milk.
cold.
cold
And-
and whole.
Hey, look, yeah, whole, I'll go 2%,
None of that.
No,
but no 1% and no
Don't bring me no
no
skim.
skim.
No.
Yeah.
And I've had a toasted peanut butter and banana sandwich before.
yeah, banana.
Banana, yes.
But see, when I go with bananas, then I go with the chunkier peanut butter.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Rick says we used to toast one side and then turn the toast on the inside.
I get it. You get the flavor, but it's still squishy.
Yeah, I guess, and it's easier to spread your peanut butter on
That's
on the toasted.
that
side.
makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't take advice from a lot of Yankees, but that's a good one.
That's a good one.
We got a couple things that we're gonna do on the show one night when I'm in charge.
What is it?
That my dad used to do.
What's that?
One of them is the pineapple, cheese, and mayonnaise sandwich.
All right, I'm out.
Pineapple
cheese. Yes, sir.
I hadn't
I
done
don't
pineapple cheese, but I'd do it because we had pears,
Yep.
cheese, and mayonnaise.
Yep.
All right.
And then the other one is they called it a chili dog, and it was from a restaurant in Paducah, Kentucky.
Was it
And
Tasty Freeze?
No, this
Oh,
was a one-off
Sucking on
restaurant
chili
there
dog
when he was growing up. And until the day he died, my mama would make those for him.
Yeah.
But it's basically a grilled cheese,
Yeah.
with spaghetti
Spaghetti.
and chili and a hot dog. And I'm telling you, it's really good.
It sounds like something come out of Ohio or something.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
It was
Yeah.
It was Kentucky. It was
One of them.
Paducah,
Hey,
Kentucky.
what's
Well,
in
that's
the
close enough.
refrigerator? And we closed it up in a sandwich.
A jam sandwich.
Yeah. Rick says condensed sweet milk sandwich.
Yeah, never done that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
You
Condensed
have?
sweet
I did,
milk.
Yeah.
Do you toast the bread on that
Yes, I toast the bread.
deal? You toast the bread.
Is
But
it
it
just
doesn't
the
just-
bread and the sweet
Yeah,
milk?
condensed
It just
milk.
soaks in.
Oh,
yeah.
I can get into that.
Yes.
Then I'd be wanting to
It's
throw it in the
good.
pan like
Well,
French toast.
I can, see
Yeah.
I can open a can of that and just eat it.
Yeah. And some real.
That's a-
Yeah.
But some toasted.
Oh,
and
yeah.
condensed
All right.
milk.
And
Really?
so,
Yeah.
so we
It's
talked
almost
about
like
that.
Tres Leches thing. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I said y'all were talking about like fruits and mayo a while ago. I ate banana sandwich with mayo.
I see.
You ever tried it?
I'm not a big banana fan
Oh,
without some extra stuff with it.
I like
Vanilla
banana.
wafers or like peanut butter and bread.
Oh, pudding.
He like that
he said, I don't really like bananas unless it's got some pudding and some vanilla wafers on it. I hear you, boy.
It's always been a
I'm with
text.
Mark on that one.
I'm
He's
with
a
Mark.
big banana fan.
I mean, you know.
It's just always been a
I
texture
am.
thing by
I
itself.
like-
Just like peeling a banana and eating it. I can't do it.
Oh,
I
I can. Yeah, I can.
No.
But we can crack open a can of sardines.
Yeah,
That's all.
someone
I
can do that
Hey,
too.
this is a lot
While
coming
we're
from a
taking
man
it.
I seen eat tripe right out of the can with milk or whatever.
Yeah, well, no.
I
Yeah.
like my brother in them cold, open a can, eat cold spaghettios, just right out the can.
Well, if I was hungry, I'd do it.
Yeah. Jenny said G-Man eats bananas in his soup.
Yes.
Huh?
Bananas and the chicken soup.
Bananas and
What?
chicken soup.
What?
Yes.
Bananas and chicken soup.
Yes.
Not
Bananas.
plantains.
No,
That's
bananas.
just like
But
putting
not-
peaches in my chicken and dumplings or something.
Yeah, but in Colombia, wasn't bananas just everywhere?
Yes.
Like, y'all were probably like, running out of things to do with bananas. So cutting it up in soup was probably just.
You cut the little pieces inside the soup. You can eat it.
Like a real ripe banana or like a more
No.
green banana?
No, the ripe banana.
Sweet.
God,
Cut in small slides and dump in the soup.
never heard of such.
I like wontons in my chicken.
Now, that's different.
I like rice in my chicken soup.
Yeah.
And
I like
noodles.
rice.
Yeah. Loving this fat kid fellowship is what Rick says. Amen to that.
It is
That's-
fat kid
hey,
fellowship.
You're all welcome here at Sweet Swine of Mine and Old School. We can talk about fat kid stuff. You know, I like a good PB&J. If I said this to somebody the other day. If I can't think of anything else, I want to eat. Like sometimes you're just not in. You can't think of.
You want something, but don't know what.
I can't think. I can eat a peanut butter and jelly, and
That's your go-to.
That's my go-to. If I'm content, like there's certain times you want certain things.
That's
But if you're
interesting.
sitting at work and you're like, man, I just don't have the taste for that. I mean, I know I made a salad.
What my go-to is oatmeal.
Okay.
Oatmeal?
I see that.
Okay.
With raisins,
Yep.
a
Yeah.
little bit of brown sugar.
Mm,
I like
That's-
a good bowl of cereal.
yeah.
Just when you
That's
can't
usually
decide.
my late night snack is a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
gonna tell you, I was at home the other day. It wasn't much at the house. I ate a bowl of rice.
But
I ate
gotta
a
eat-
rice with some little chicken broth in it.
My wife likes sugar and milk in her rice.
No.
Yep.
Butter, salt, pepper.
I've had that before.
Butter, salt,
It's
pepper, a
almost
little
like
bit of chicken
farina
broth.
or something.
I've had it. It's just not.
I don't eat-
I'd rather have oatmeal.
But
Yeah, I think.
when I get the cereal, I got to be careful because if Susan gets it, she's gonna bring me a bowl of daggone Cheerios
All right, so
from
this
my heart.
this opens up a
Cereal question.
whole nother question. What's your go-to cereal?
Raisin Bran.
Are you serious?
Yes, Raisin Bran.
Nasty. I don't eat raisins. I'm sorry. I don't eat raisins, bro.
I don't eat Fruity Pebbles.
I like that. Fruity Pebbles are on up there.
I like Fruit Loops,
Okay, Fruit Loops.
but probably if I had to like pick something that's one of my favorites, it's gonna be like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
I was gonna say Captain Crunch.
I know,
is probably
I
my
just-
Captain
go-to.
Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
I'm
Fruit Loops.
I just don't want all the
Yeah.
sugar.
I'm
I don't
Frosted
eat- I don't
Flakes.
ever
I love
eat
Frosted
it,
Flakes.
But if I had to
Frosted
pick a
Flakes
flavor,
are my Frosted
But in my
Flakes are
number
my
two,
killer.
It's
Like
probably great.
if there's a box of
Yeah.
Frosted Flakes and a gallon of milk,
Don't
it's getting
think
worked
you're gonna
over.
pour 'em on
I ain't
because
worked
it's gonna-
Over.
Yeah.
Shane Lynn says, "Is Big Jim there with you guys?
You know
Lots of good people present." And I'm like, "Yeah, Big Jim is a regular here at Old School.
I'm fat and there's food. Of course I'm here.
He's coming."
I'm in.
Rick says frosted mini wheat with milk and cream.
Cream, yes.
I
Yeah.
like the mini wheats with just
Anything
milk.
with cream.
I'm
Yeah.
good with it.
And mini wheats are good. Frosted mini wheats are okay.
I like that.
Yeah, but I'd have to say Frosted Flakes are my go-to, and then I like Honey Nut Cheerios,
See,
and I like
Raisin
Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops.
I like
Either what is that?
I
Big
like
thing?
Raisin
Look at that
Bran,
thing.
and then I like grape
I
nuts.
Is
ain't
that a
see
big ant right against his bottle right there?
Yo,
You see that thing? That's like the queen ant right
Don't
there.
carry your bottle
it's
off.
like trying to get a drink.
It's like swimming in that puddle. Look
Yeah,
how
Hey,
big it is.
something,
It
man.
looks like a firefly, but it ain't.
That's
Ooh.
fish bait.
I mean, it looks like, God, that thing's big.
Somebody bring back a love bug from Florida.
I don't know, man.
Hmm.
So if you have your favorite cereal out there, please let us know. My grandmother ate Raisin Bran.
Yeah, Raisin Bran.
I'm
All
not
right.
a fan.
I'm not a fan. And I'll tell you why I said gross to raisins. All right. So my other grandmother, my dad's mom, if I was over there and I said I wanted a snack, that's what she gave me,
Yeah.
was
Healthy.
boxes of them little raisins.
Oh, I love
And
them.
I ate enough raisins
But
when I was a kid that I never wanted to see another
you're
raisin.
talking about the mini wheats. Like when we used to get cereal at my grandmother's house,
Yeah.
it was like the maxi wheats. You
Them
just
big
put-
ones,
Oh,
them
yeah.
big jokers.
Looks like a brick.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like two of them in a package. You only
Maxi
put one in the bowl.
Maxi wheats.
Maxi wheat. So,
Not mini wheats, but maxi wheats.
man, you had to have a big old bowl just to put. You had to break them up.
Yeah, you had to have a Jethro bowl to get.
A maxi wheat.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that.
But I didn't see. But growing up, I didn't get ruined on cereal. Now, when mom had to go to work before it was time to go to school, she'd carry me by a friend's house, like early in the morning, and drop me off, and I'd have breakfast with them and Bible study with them before we caught the bus and went to school.
Mm-hmm.
So there, it was cereal every morning.
Yeah.
It wouldn't. I mean, they changed it up,
Mhm.
but you was eating cereal.
Yeah,
On occasion, they threw some toast out with it,
that's right.
and I like toast in my cereal.
I do
With
too.
butter on it.
I'm kind of there with you. I like toast. I like the smell of toast in your house.
Yep.
I like toast.
Like you toast some bread in your house and it just smells good.
But one of
I wanna
my
make a
one of
candle
the
like
things, and I don't get to eat. I don't eat them too often, but and it's another Yankee Land thing. I like a bagel with cream cheese.
Oh man,
Oh, I can
do
dig on a
too.
good bagel.
yeah,
look.
man.
Everything,
Oh, yeah.
everything
Capers.
bagel.
Red onion.
red onion.
Everything bagel with lox.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah, man.
One of the better things that they've ever put
Man.
on bread.
Yeah.
It's a texture and flavor
Oh yeah.
specialty.
And the more garlic and all that stuff, the
Oh,
better, man. And we were, and I'm gonna tell you, until you have a bagel from New York, you haven't had a bagel.
The water's different or something.
Their pizza dough is better.
Yep.
Their bagels are better.
Yep.
They will say the water. Shane Lynn says, let's give something away. We will ship rub to the winner. Y'all pick the question. I got a good trivia question.
Well, it probably needs to center around peanut butter or cereal or
Something we've talked about already. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know how many watched last week, but we could say, how does Ashley's wife make her peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Oh. That'll be a loyal listener.
That would be a
That'll be a
loyal
loyal listener. I don't know. Did you hear that conversation?
did not.
And he got to go home after he called her a Yankee ass.
I said her Yankee ass. Yeah. And then Jim, she didn't watch the show. And then Jim, mentioned that in Ashland.
That's
which
right.
was really nice.
That helped you a lot.
Right.
Yeah, help me out.
Ask somebody where the origin of a bagel is, what the origin of a bagel is.
What the origin of the bagel is.
Mm-hmm.
Where it came from.
Where the country did the bagel
Yep.
come from?
The,
All right.
the community and the country.
All right, that's the question.
Community and country.
And you will win some rub from Shane Lynn and Townsend Spice and Supplies. What is the origin of the bagel? The community and the country. First to answer in the chat, we'll send you some rub straight from Townsend Spice and Supply.
I can't even answer that one.
I can't either, but I do like it. Oh, Panera has a good bagel sandwich. They do a little thin sliced ribeye steak, egg.
Get down.
You can poke the yolk, a little white cheddar cheese on top of it on an everything bagel.
Son, that sounds good.
It is really good. I hadn't had one in a while, but that's my favorite sandwich at Panera. Breakfast sandwich. Jenny says she like Captain Crunch.
I do too.
I'm kind of with her on that.
Have you ever had chicken tenders fried in Captain Crunch?
Uh-huh.
Son, they good.
We need to do that.
Where was
What
that? I
now?
learned that. That was at the
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Captain Crunch and cornflakes.
Hey, the
Over
Captain
there,
Crunch
that
with the
bar
Crunch
over there.
Berries is even better.
Yeah.
what was that bar we did the cook off? Tenpenny.
Yeah.
They do them there.
They do them over there?
Uh-huh.
All right. So did everybody hear that trivia question? You can Google it. I mean, you've had plenty of time to Google it right now. What is the community and country that has the origin of the bagel?
Where it come from?
Where it come from? How'd it do?
And you folks are gonna Google it quick enough.
I did.
Yeah, but nobody's answering in the chat. That's what
Oh, lightweights, get on there and type.
I mean. Get some good rubs. Hold on, everything sounded good. That bagel, except the bagel.
Who said that?
Joe Wilson. Oh, Joe Woods. I
Joe
thought it was
Woods,
Joe
okay.
Joe Wilson.
Well,
I was like,
he don't eat carbs no more. He's a health nut now.
yeah, Joe Woods.
Yeah.
Everything sounded good on the bagel, on that bagel, except the bagel. Well, I mean, I'm sure they'll do a bagelless bagel for you.
Here, I'll give you a hint.
Jenny says Poland.
She is correct.
What is the community in Poland? Or town or township?
No, it's a
Region?
It's a
community.
community of people.
Yeah.
Okay, Jenny,
Not
you're
a location.
halfway there.
Scroll on down to the next page and Google.
Almost
I mean-
like a religion.
You're like,
She's good for that. Oh
yeah, Tiki Taka and
Yeah.
Google. You're like Bon Jovi. You're halfway there, living on a prayer. God, I can't see anything. Somebody said, hold on. Somebody said Russia. I thought, no, that's not it.
They're close. Let's go.
Yep.
Bel what? Belsinki, Poland.
Bell.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, but now that's a place, and he was looking for a
Yeah.
community.
Looking for a group of people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In Poland.
Subculture.
It's in Poland, but you have to be the community.
Or you could say a religion.
It's almost, because people associate it more with a religion, probably.
So it's Jews in Poland?
Jewish. Oh yeah. All right. So we will. No, Jenny. Well, Jenny was halfway right. Chris Creech said Jewish. So we're gonna send it. All right, we're gonna do this. If Shane Lynn will send one to Chris Creech, we'll send some sweet swine of mine to Jenny.
Yep.
How about that?
Sounds
We'll get
fine.
Jenny a free bottle of G-Man sauce.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Jenny, you're getting a free bottle of G-Man sauce and a BLT.
And a BLT.
And a BLT Vienna 1683.
Oh, speaking of, we gotta
When you
make
call up to
BLT.
Shane, be nice. He co-packs my product for me.
Yeah,
Does an
so-
excellent job.
Let's send them both some spice, Shane Lynn says. So y'all get in touch with Shane Lynn. He'll get your address and he'll send you out some spices. So Jenny, Chris, y'all get your information to Shane Lynn there, or Townsend Spice. Call Townsend Spice and Supply in Melbourne, Arkansas. He packs the greatest rubs in the world, including Big Jim's Steak and More, and all fins and feathers, and all kind of Kewpie mayonnaise.
So here, yeah, that's right. So if y'all don't know about this kind of mayonnaise, you're missing out on life.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's not the letter Q and the letter P.
No. It's KEWPIE. Yeah. Kewpie.
When it comes in this handy dandy little squirt bottle.
Squeeze bottle. Looks like it ought to have some shampoo or some lotion in it.
Seen some better days.
Yeah, this one's toast.
Yeah.
And it is the real deal on
Have them
mayonnaise.
PM me.
I think it's got
Okay.
a little more egg in it.
Y'all both PM
naturally.
Shane Lynn. He says it right here in the chat. So Jenny, Chris, y'all PM Shane Lynn. Yeah, that's all right. So I read about this mayonnaise. It uses the whole egg,
Not just the white.
not just the whites.
Wow.
That's
Why it's
better.
creamier. And like regular mayonnaise has vinegar, and this doesn't have vinegar.
That's the main reason. You know why Maynard liked it, because it got more egg.
You know
It's got more egg
It's
in
got
it.
the egg yolk
That's right.
in it. I'm all
So
for
are
it.
you telling me Guy Fieri wouldn't eat that shit?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he'd be out.
He'd be out on that deal if he knew it was on there.
Speaking of Guy, he was in Memphis sometime
Yeah, he's
yesterday or the day before.
yeah. I don't know.
Who's he up to?
Well,
He's
you know, he
promoting
opened,
a liquor of some kind. at
yeah, he was
Buster's.
signing bottles of something.
Oh yeah.
Did they just open a Guys in Tunica too?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they opened one of his rock and roll delis or.
They got
rock and
one
roll.
in Southland, I think, and now they got one in Tunica.
It's not in South. They don't have it in Southland.
Not.
Tunica is the only one, I think, because it's not in Southland.
I thought he was going in over there.
Oh,
I ain't mad.
I ain't mad at it. Yeah, man. Last night, me and Mark Lambert had an opportunity and
It was a great time.
to go listen to a guy speak and talking about using your platform.
For
you
real.
know, and Jace Robertson from Duck Dynasty. You've seen him on Duck Dynasty, and he's the son of Phil Robertson, the original Duck commander. And man, you talking about a testimony? He had a pretty good one, and you know, he said, believe me, I'm no better than anybody else. I was raised in a bar. He said, I came to know Christ when I was 14 years old, and I saw how God changed my dad's life, and so it was easy for me to pick up on the deal. He said I had to go back to. I was so afraid of what people would say about me, and so he said I had to go back to high school and not say it. And I was a quiet kid. He said I didn't like standing up in front of people. I didn't, all that. So If you ever get an opportunity to listen to Jace Robertson, please do. He's got some good videos out there. They got a podcast called Unashamed, and it's a great podcast. So definitely,
My lunch for tomorrow.
Yinny,
I thought it's my lunch tomorrow.
Oh,
you want one for your lunch?
You better not.
We'll make one for your lunch. You want one?
Yeah, but you better let Jenny have that one.
Get them out. You won't be able to see the drive the bus to the road.
Yeah, that's right. But great time we had last night at Colonial Hills Church in Hernando. 500 men there worshiping together.
500?
500.
Wow.
Yeah.
Worshiping together, singing together at the first, man.
Yep.
It was kind of a cool deal, for sure. So we had a good time.
We
Yeah.
talked about the next couple of weekends. What's going on the 29th? Anything 29th, 30th?
29th, 30th of September is the American Royal. We talked about
Yes.
that.
Okay.
We talked about that.
Anything local going on? Those that are not going.
Tuscumbia, I think.
Tuscumbia is SCA. And then the next weekend is the Burns over in Boonville, the memorial for Clinton Darby's memorial there.
St.
Cook-Off,
Jude,
Mason, yeah.
Lamar.
Bonner.
LeBonner, yeah. Yeah. LeBonner. So we'll be over there October 7th. Cooking, I think you got to go somewhere, don't you? You said you had to go somewhere?
Cruising the coast.
Cruising the coast.
We're going to go down and cook for the governor.
Cook for the governor.
Yep.
I got you.
That's a dusty deal.
So you like tater salad?
Yep.
Since tater. Tate.
Yep.
Another SCA, the 14th is what?
Here in South Haven
That's right.
at the Snowden Park.
14th
South
September.
Haven Fall Fest.
Yeah.
And then the next week's at Horn Lake.
At
Yep.
Horn Lake at Delta Tech.
Yep.
They're doing a Friday night and a Saturday at Delta Tech. And then we roll into.
We happen to know somebody that works for Delta Tech, don't we?
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened, Michelle. And then you roll into the last weekend of October.
Jack.
Yep. And then
21st, she has the Jack weekend.
21st is the Jack weekend?
No, 14th. 14th. They moved it up.
Oh,
Did they?
okay.
14th is the Jack. No.
We moved it up.
21st is Arlington, Tennessee.
Arlington.
24
Yeah.
Arlington, yeah.
Arlington. And anybody want to go cook KCBS that weekend too? In Columbus, Mississippi. My sister is hosting the roast and boast over there in Columbus, and then November 4th, we are where are we? Oh, we are in West Memphis cooking at the
That's a big one.
Esperanza. Yeah, that's a
They've
good
got
one.
a SCA. They've got like 4 or 5 different ancillaries.
Mhm.
They've got
That's also a super
a
qualifier.
sanctioned
Super
backyard.
qualifier brought to you by Big Jim's.
Yep.
And we're gonna have a good time over there. There's also a
It's an MBN.
Bill Purvis is in the house.
Get down,
tonight.
Bill Purvis, Mr. Chicken Fry.
Yeah, I told him one time that now that I got that chicken fried T-shirt, I can go as Bill Purvis for Halloween. So I'm gonna cut my beard off and go to as Bill Purvis for Halloween. I'm not cutting my beard off, but so can't you tell Bill Purvis has been on TV more than anybody? Bill Purvis is on TV more than Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, yeah. His cameos everywhere.
He is all over the place. Him and Michael Simon are buddies. I mean, buddies. So if you've ever watched Barbecue USA, Bill Purvis is on there all the time. So it's a pleasure to have Chicken Fried Barbecue and Mr. Bill Purvis on with us tonight.
Yep.
Um,
I was talking to him today, trying to get him lined out to come up here for do a cooking class here.
man, we need it.
Mm-hmm.
We need it. I wouldn't even. He'd have to do everything. I mean, you know what I'm
Look,
saying?
I'm gonna
Like,
tell you, I never met the man, but I sure have shagged his stuff.
yeah, yeah. But He could cook anything. So probably KCBS would be his main deal, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. And those Texas circuits,
IBCA,
IBCA. Yeah, we need that.
BCA. He's done some BCAs too.
Yeah. So we got
World
something else.
Food too.
World Food. When is that?
1st of November.
November 8th through the 12th.
Okay, so that same
right after Marion.
And we
right
got,
after Marion.
yeah, we got at least 5 from the Memphis area
Oh, that's cool.
that I know of that are going, counting Holly, Michelle and Brandon. One other one I was thinking of the other day. Can't think of who it is now. But yeah, so that's
If you really think about it, in this area, if you really think about it, there are some talented cooks. I'm not saying there's other people that but other places. But if you look at this Memphis, North Mississippi area, it's some talented cooks. Greg said, I heard there are pizza places in Atlanta area that have New York water shipped for making their dough.
I believe it.
I believe that too.
I believe it.
that too. It's good. I've been to New York, and I can tell you the food would be one of the many reasons why I would go back.
be about the only reason I
The
do.
main overruling.
Yeah.
Everything else would have to be closed. No people on the street.
Yeah.
No garbage on the
The
street.
street
No garbage.
food in New York is some of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I want to go back and eat like the halal and all that kind of stuff.
the gyros
Yeah.
on the street.
You go back. You
Some
got to
stuff
go to
over there.
Shorty's. Shorty's has the special sandwich that comes from Philly. That's more popular with the locals there than it is the Philly cheesesteak.
With the fries on it and everything?
No, that's from Permane Brothers.
Uh-huh.
That's a Permane Brothers sandwich. But this is the roast pork special. Now, we need to
Okay.
do it here on the show one night
Yes.
because they
Whatever you said.
they do a butterfly pork butt seasoned with like an Italian slather seasoning on it, and they tie it up and they roast it and catch all the drippings,
Okay.
and they cook it to the 185 where you still slice it. It's tender but slice it,
Mhm.
and then they make a gravy out of all the drippings. Then they take a Philly roll and they lay in high quality sharp provolone cheese.
Oh, some of my favorites.
Sharp provolone.
Yep.
And then they take that meat, they cook it the day before, and they got this hot vat of this pork gravy sitting over here. They take that big old tong full of meat and they
Dip it in there.
heat it back up in that boiling gravy.
Awesome.
And they lay it down that bun on top of that cheese.
Uh-huh.
And then they take a sauteed broccoli rabe and they lay that broccoli rabe across the top.
Oh.
And then they wrap that dude up.
When are we doing this?
I've made them. They are legit.
I just gained 10 damn pounds.
Shane Lynn, yeah, we didn't even eat that. Shane Lynn says Shorty's is my favorite.
Shorty's is the deal. Because
Yeah.
it was like one block off
Can
of
you
Madison
order
Square
that?
Park.
Can
It
you
wouldn't
order-
be the same.
Can
We
you get
make
one
it.
delivered here?
We've done it. I know how to do
There's
this.
something else we ain't done, and I don't know a place around here to get one, but a good old Chicago Italian beef.
Oh yeah, they used to have a
Well,
place.
they
in
used to
South
have a guy, Wise Guys.
Yep.
And Wise Guys closed, but man, Wise Guys was legit. This guy was from Chicago. And that Italian beef from there, they had that jardiniere, that those little hot little peppers and the jardiniere mix. That was so good, dude. And I'd get mine fully dunked.
Yep.
Bread and
Only
all,
way to
just
do
the
it.
whole way.
Rocky's Corner in Hot Springs has a good one. Pizza joint right across from the track.
Mhm.
They have a good Italian beef.
Rocky's Corner.
Yeah.
Oh, that place I ever go to Hot Springs to eat pizza is Rod's Pizza Cellar.
Rocky's Corner.
We could do Italian beef on the
Rocky's
show.
Yeah,
Corner.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably some of the best pizza I had
Get
in
that.
Hot Springs.
Rocky's Corner.
We'll have to try that.
Okay. All right.
But when you go back, you got to go to Shorty's. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that sandwich is legit.
Man, I told
Bleecker
you.
Street pizza too. If you ain't
Oh
been
yeah,
Who?
a
Bleecker
Bleecker
Street.
Bleecker
I haven't
Street.
been there. I've been to
Pizza.
John's Pizza, Jeff's Pizza.
That's got to be good because that's where the Ninja Turtles get their crap
Really, Bleecker?
off on Bleecker Street.
Is it really?
I didn't
There
know
you go.
that.
I didn't know that either.
You didn't have kids like I did.
My bucket list of things I want to go to the Pig Beach contest,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we can do that while we're there. We can go to all those
Yes.
places. So, all right, I think it's popsicle time, Mr. Lambert. He's already over there. So our winners, make sure y'all PM Shane Lynn from Townsend Spice and Supply. Appreciate New Haven, Connecticut, Pizza Ground Zero.
Oh, New Haven, Connecticut is Pizza Ground Zero.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be
really.
where it's at.
Better than New York.
Yep. That's what I hear. I stopped in somewhere in Connecticut, right outside of New Haven. We had pizza at a place called Anthony's,
Uh-huh.
and it's a chain, but
We're good.
it's some of the
huh?
best pizza I ever had.
Yeah.
Hey, we ain't even got into Chicago style pizza.
No, we hadn't. That's another whole deal. You can do that in cast iron skillet.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of pizza, we're really talking about pizza right now. Somebody said online the other day about St. Louis style pizza.
You mean saltine crackers?
Yeah. I'm like, St. Louis don't have a style pizza. It's nasty. Emos. If you want to talk about something St. Louis style, talk about toasted ravioli.
Yeah.
Talk about all that stuff. But
Uh,
St. Louis don't have a pizza
What's
style.
What's that dessert? Sticky toffee pudding?
Oh, you mean the
No, it's
the
a cake.
ooey gooey
Ooey
cake?
gooey butter cake.
Oh, ooey gooey butter cake. Yeah, oh, man. That's St. Louis.
That's St. Louis.
Whoever
But
said
you-
that probably
Hey,
thinks
there's
Corky
a
is
restaurant
number
up there
one.
called the Shaved Duck
Shaved duck.
that does a lot of confit.
Yeah. I think I've heard about that.
It is on point. Chandler and I went. We went.
What neighborhood is that in? Is that downtown?
No,
Ritzy.
the weird thing is it's in a residential neighborhood, and you wouldn't even think when you're driving to it, you wouldn't even think you're going to come up on a good
It's probably
restaurant.
Clay.
Kind of like
Yes.
High Point Burgers. It just
It's
half
just
up
on
on
the
it.
corner, and most of what's around it is housing.
Really?
Yeah, but it's really good stuff.
Yeah, I lived in St. Louis for almost 4 years. I never caught on to the pizza, the thing about the Emos pizza. I never caught on to it. They've
Yeah.
got some great garlic bread. Their garlic bread is wonderful. Their toasted ravioli, as I said,
What
wonderful.
about that stuff up there in Ohio that they call chili?
Yeah, no, that's not so much.
That's
No.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati? No.
Cincinnati, yeah.
Yeah, they put it on noodles.
That ain't chili,
They put that on noodles, don't they?
but it ain't chili.
No. I didn't. Is that what's the place of that? What's the place, that restaurant that
I
make
don't know, but
something three-way?
What is the name of
Not
that?
three-way, a stop.
it's and they're
Something
all over
stop,
the place.
isn't it?
I mean,
Something
there's
stop.
100 of them up there.
Yeah.
And you have to
Love you
order
too,
it like,
Rick.
I want a 7-way. Or
Later,
I
Rick.
want a.
Yeah, I knew it was something kind of way. Like
Skyline.
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 Chili.
Skyline. And you can order that stuff you can get that stuff in a can.
Give me Varsity. The Varsity in Atlanta.
I've never had varsity chili.
Varsities, their hot dogs, oh my gosh, they're good.
Yeah.
Something about them. The chili's legit.
Yeah.
You can buy it there when you go. So if you're going through Atlanta, if you're anywhere close to UGA, you gotta go to the Varsity. It's legit.
Yeah.
It's what do you have? What do you have when you come up?
You know,
Yeah.
if they're on a college campus, they got to be legit or they ain't staying.
Yeah. Is it Georgia Tech, you mean?
Maybe it's Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech's in Atlanta.
Well, it's right there in the
Yeah.
middle. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
UGA's in Athens.
That's right.
Twisted Ranch was good in St. Louis. Yeah, they had like a bunch of different kinds of like 87 different kinds of ranch dressing. Yeah, something like that. Crazy amount.
Clam pizza rocks.
That's,
Greg, that's just weird. Clam pizza?
no,
Never
I'm
heard
good.
of such.
I'm good. He probably orders it without cheese on it.
How do you eat clam pizza?
I don't know.
Does it not have cheese? I mean, that's the only way Greg will
You
eat.
got to have cheese.
And how do you have pizza without cheese?
I have no idea.
That's like
Ooh, speaking of
ordering an
pizza,
eggless omelet.
Yeah.
When I was up on
Eggless omelets.
years ago, they had a seafood pizza up there on the boardwalk, just outside of what's the gambling city up there?
Atlantic City?
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Just outside of there, there was a little island that had some houses on it, and there was a little boardwalk on this island. You could see Atlantic City at night.
Yeah.
And man, that pizza had some kind of creamy sauce,
Like a bechamel kind of?
yeah, like bechamel, and then fresh seafood, and then some cheese on top with a New York style crust. It was on point, dude.
Oh, wow.
I could get upon that.
Yeah.
I could do that. Well, brought to you by Kroger has Skyline in the store because Kroger's from Cincinnati. So I bet you they got Skyline chili at the store.
Oh, guaranteed.
And there. Maybe not in ours.
They boil their hamburger meat.
I bet it's just
Yeah.
as nasty.
They don't brown it. They boil it.
Yeah, it's like Taco Bell. That's dehydrated. They just add water.
That's right.
All right. Popsicles and Prayers brought to you by Boars Night Out, Team White Light. And thank you so much for your support, guys.
They keep up with all of our subscription to keep all our streaming services going and everything. So.
Yeah, and then they also made a donation to Faith and Fires Ministry, our bottled water ministry. So thanks, guys. Y'all are big help,
Yep,
Alan and
the best.
Alan and Eric and all the people on Boars Night Out team are great people. So, all right, let's pray it down. Our gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for this night. We thank you for this time together. Thank you for this fellowship. Thank you for the people watching, Lord. Just bless them and keep them safe, protect them, and Lord, just comfort them and knowing they are not alone. And we did not live this life alone, Lord. You are with us. You are our protector. You are our great shepherd. Lord, just lead us in the way we need to be led. Lord, just thank you for this food and again the fellowship we have. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Hey, I want to share something with y'all real quick before I forget. Is that when you started praying, it reminded me of this devotional I read this morning.
All right.
And I think it really, it's really understandable when you think about it. And it's called Growing to Hear Him Better.
Okay.
It said, have you ever noticed that the more time you spend with someone, the better you understand where that person is coming from?
Mm-hmm.
And it said, our relationship with Jesus is similar. When we have close connection with him, we're not praying to some cold, distant deity out there somewhere. Instead, we're speaking with a God who loves us, sustains us, and molds us into his own image. That changes how we approach him.
That's right.
So the more we talk to him, the easier it is to tune in and dial to where we know that we're connected and we're making contact.
Yeah.
And it said in today's passage that it lists here, Peter, James, John witnessed Jesus' transfiguration when they were terrified. The sight must have been shocking as these three men momentarily forgot they served a loving, forgiving king. While it's important to revere and respect the Lord, we should not be frightened of him. After all, it's the loving grace that makes the Savior worth following. Coming to him, the three disciples who had fallen to the ground, Jesus touched them and said, "Get up, do not be afraid." That's the King of compassion, the kind of compassionate personal God we serve. We should keep that picture in our mind when we spend time with him. If you're struggling to connect with God, remember that he loves you and forgives you and rejoices in your prayers. So if you've ever prayed and thought that you were just felt like you're on your own praying into a corner, maybe the more you do it, the easier it is to connect with God when you're talking to him, yeah. and the where you feel like you're being heard and connected a lot quicker and a lot sooner. Back, it wasn't 5 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago that I remember that I'd start praying and I'd have to stop and focus and try to wipe all my thoughts out of my head, because when I start praying, I felt like that I wasn't being heard. I wasn't connected. That wasn't going anywhere. It was just stopping in the corner and not going out of the room. And so I just have to stop and refocus. And the more you do it, the more consistent you are in your prayer, The more you talk to God, then the easier it is to connect.
Well, it's just like when you first get to know somebody.
That's what it's saying. Yep.
When you first get to know somebody, me and you first started knowing each other, we didn't talk as much as we do now. I mean, it's not too many days that we don't talk to each other somehow. And so you get familiar with that and you have more things to talk about. You might not have that much stuff to talk about when you first meet somebody, and it's getting to know them. It's just like Jesus. He wants to have a personal relationship with you. He wants to have more and more stuff for you to talk about. You have to trust him with that. And so Jace said something last night and said, we're all looking for answers, right? And we want to know, how do we get here? What are we here for? And how are we going to leave? Those answers are all in the Bible. And God loved you enough to send his son to die for you. That's it. That's as simple as that.
So you can know how you're leaving.
You know how you leave it. Jesus didn't come here and say, hey, I speak the truth. Jesus came here and said, I am the truth.
Yep.
I am the way. I am the light. I am the life. I am the door to everything we want to get is with Jesus. You tell me if there's a better option out there, and I'll look into it. But I don't think there is.
He said something last night. I thought he was going to get into what his dad said. He said, we tell time by him.
Yeah.
Remember? But he stopped. He didn't keep going. I thought he was going to get into Anno Domini.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, there's something about it. Every other religious head in history of any different religion says they only can say they spoke the truth. But he was the only one that says, I am the truth.
Amen.
So, I'm going to leave you with that. Love God and love people, y'all. It's really not that hard. What's the downside to it? I heard that on their podcast today. Loving God and loving people. Is there a downside to that? I don't think so. Y'all have a good week. I don't know that we're going to be here next week. We could. Me and Maynard might do something. But Mark's got a quick turnaround. He's leaving Friday morning, so he might be around but not fully engaged. So
yeah, if y'all want to be like point, I'll sous chef.
For next
Good.
So we'll be here next week, next Thursday. Y'all have a great week till then. Love God and love people, y'all. We're gonna put Mark Lambert on the airplane to Orlando Monday. We'll see y'all later.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you.